Hello, Coolers! The first Champions League opponents are set, and what a joy it is! Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea, those will be special. Alongside them are Eintracht, Brugge, Olympiacos, Slavia, Copenhagen and Newcastle. Finishing in the top 8 is the goal, but in this competition, nothing ever comes easy. Today we'll break down the draw, so don't forget to like the video and let's get started. The Champions League group stage draw for Barça is once again favorable. It is a bit tougher than last year, but the teams from the second and third pots could have been much worse. Compared to other clubs in the first pot, the schedule still works out well, and there will be plenty of big nights. It certainly won't be boring. Now let's get through the opponents. Paris Saint-Germain, the super match. Many expected to see last season as the Champions League final, the ultimate highlight of 2024-2025, but it never happened. PSG showed vulnerabilities at the end of last season and at the start of this one, and Barcelona will be ready to take advantage. This is a top-level clash with the potential for spectacular football. It is also Barcelona against Luis Enrique and Ousmane Dembélé, part 2. And the third attempt to beat PSG after Neymar's departure. Koeman tried, Xavi tried, now it is Flick's turn. Lamine Yamal against PSG and Dembélé plus the Ballon d'Or ceremony in the background. It promises to be unforgettable. Chelsea. Just remember the Club World Cup final to understand what Maresca's team can bring against Barça, especially at Stamford Bridge. A tough and fascinating away game. And it's also a Champions League classic with the highlights of Rebo and Iniesta's unforgettable goal. 12 Champions League matches in the 21st century, 3 wins each and 6 draws. Robert Lewandowski will not mind this draw either. In 2 matches against Chelsea, the poll has 3+3. Courtois is no longer at Chelsea, Messi is no longer at Barcelona, so it will be Cucurella who has to stop Lamine's nutmegs. Eintracht, once again at home. It was Xavi's nightmare, but it should not be Flick's. This Barcelona side is far stronger in transitions and in open space. It should be another bright match and realistically a convenient opponent. The memory of that white wall in the stands must be erased with a convincing win, and Lewandowski will be confident. In 24 matches against Eintracht, he has scored 16 goals. Brugge, now without Jujla, he is at Celta. Even so, the Belgian side remains dangerous and the away game will be tough. As a top club in Belgium, they are rarely tested in full defensive mode, and that could limit their ability to contain Barcelona. Olympiacos, Slavia and Copenhagen, with all due respect, 9 points are the expectation here. The home game against the Greeks, that's Barça versus José Luis Mendilibar. The man has suffered 27 matches against Barça, 23 losses, 85 goals conceded. Slavia. It brings back memories of the 2019-2020 group stage when the Czechs gave Barcelona real trouble in Prague. They took 23 shots on goal in that match. It was Ter Stegen's night with 8 saves and Barcelona barely held on for a 2-1 win. At Camp Nou, the return ended 0-0. This time though, it should be much easier. Flick's team is a stream roller. Still, never doubt your opponent, right? Copenhagen, that's the Ronnie Bardghji derby, a home game, and it is the perfect chance to see Ronnie in the starting lineup and on the score sheet in a convincing win. Newcastle, this will be a hellish away game, probably the toughest match in the group. The crazy commitment and intensity with which house team plays against top opponents at home is scary, and how they fight in the air, unbelievable. And Barça is always the big target, but at least without Isak, or maybe not. So my expectations, a confident top 8 finish, the higher the better. But as last season showed, surprises are always possible. Barcelona received a favorable draw by finishing second, while Liverpool finished first and immediately got Paris Saint-Germain. The main highlight, of course, is the match against PSG, and here we recall the promise of 16-year-old Lamine Yamal, who after the 2023-2024 quarterfinal exit wrote on Instagram, "Football always gives a chance to take revenge, we will be back." Now comes the moment to test those words. To make sure you don't miss a single Barca game in the Champions League, download the Football Extra app. Here you'll find the full match calendar, stats, news, and everything about your team. All in one place for every Barca fan. Link in the pinned comment. That's it for today. Write in the comments what you think about the draw, hit like if you can't wait for Barca's Champions League campaign to start, and subscribe to the channel. This season has everything to be unforgettable. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.